by my partner in crime, Mr. Tim Geddes.
Hello, Nick.
Finally, we're on stage together.
I love it.
I love that we never coordinate, and we always wear almost closely the exact same outfit.
Or do we always coordinate, and we're always coordinated?
Great minds think alike. Gentlemen, we're also joined by the gentleman from Little Orbit, Tony and Eric. How you doing, guys?
Doing well.
Very well. Is it Anthony or is it Antonio?
It's Antonio.
Oh,
Antonio.
Okay. Gentlemen, what are we here to see today? We're starting with Adventure Time.
Yes, we're going to start with Adventure Time, and then we're going to work our way into some Kung Fu Panda.
The Kung Fu Panda, that's exciting. This is a great lineup for me. We can stop the show after this, guys. Cancel the rest of the games. We're good to go. Let's start off with Adventure Time. Tell me a little bit about it.
All right, well, Adventure Time, if anybody knows, there's been 3 other games in the past. They were more of a 2D, top-down kind of SNES-style Zelda game. This is the first time that we're actually going to go and show you the full game in 3D, and it's more of a story-driven adventure.
Here we are here. We're seeing it.
Yep, there we are. That's
our 2 characters.
Yep, there's Finn and Jake, and they're actually talking to a Huntress Wizard right here, and this is in Wizard City. Again, this game is more of an adventure, so it's more of along the lines of a Grim Fandango or a Full Throttle type game, a little bit more classic. It's definitely about how to give the fans everything that they want to know about Adventure Time, what a game should have been or should be. Is that it's really an homage to those fans that really love the show so much, and there's so much hidden in here that they're gonna find all those nuggets throughout the entire episode. The game is broken up into, for example, right there was that was the map of Ooh, and there was like a little wanted poster of the snail. I mean, everybody knows what that is from the show.
Right.
Even signs on the wall like Wizards Rule and things like that. I mean, they all get those kind of little tidbits. Yeah. But this game basically is a 5 episode game. It's all going to be shipped at the same time. So unlike an episodic game being handed out piece by piece, this one is going to be all at retail at one location.
Netflix style.
Yeah. So you're going to get to do those different acts, and then there's 15 of those acts, and you're going to get to play that throughout the whole time. I think it should be about a 10-hour game really, and then we're going to also give you a DLC pack that will come out after the game ships, which is a Marceline episode.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, but you got to pre-order that from GameStop if you really want to get that.
Power to the player.
That's right. Get your freebie on. That's really how you got to do it. So right here, of course, they were trying to get a pizza from the pizza guy. He showed up, and of course,
my life.
What happens? You get turned into a stick, right? That's what happens to everybody when they're getting their pizza ordered. So at this point, what he's trying to do, he's trying to get access eventually, into actually Ron James's shop. So we're using our inventory system here to get the pizza that she wanted. She wanted it with anchovies. And he's actually handing her a pizza box that is not the right one, so he's got to actually get the correct one. And as you can see there too, Jake is actually an item in your inventory. Jake is a tool that you will be using in the game to solve different mini puzzles. He will also be used in combat.
Yeah, and we're going to use Nick. So I
oh, okay, yeah.
It's true. He also just has me. He rides me around the apartment every once in a while.
Yeah. Then we're gonna see that shortly then.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a reenactment maybe, right?
So it's really interesting seeing Adventure Time in 3D.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to seeing the
flat. Yeah, sure.
Flat. So it's fun. It's always fun to see cartoons kind of in a different perspective.
Kind of coming to life.
Yeah, exactly.
I see what you did there. I like what you did there.
And if you want even more,
Pun intended.
I thought it was time for an Adventure Time.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
So he's walking around. He can look at everything in the scene, obviously. In this example, he's going to take the torch and light it. And he's going to get to a secret access. Yep. And then we're going to light these candles and find the secret door, which basically leads us down to the tunnels into the secret society's chamber where the wizards are.
Yeah.
They're actually down there right now, torturing Peppermint Butler, trying to get the sweet, sweet magic out of him. So that's what this episode is. It's all about them capturing other candy people and trying to get their dark magic.
Okay.
They're convinced that they can extract it. So
yeah. So this sounds like the Nick Scarpino game.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
it's like wait for pizza, trying to capture magic from people.
Yeah.
It's pretty much everything.
That's pretty much all I do every day, all day, every day.
So they found the chamber here, and that's where they're headed. And the whole goal here was to basically find the candy people that are imprisoned down here. For some reason, we've got a lot of prisons in our game, so you get to experience a lot of that.
Yeah, it's dark, I think is the word. A little bit of tormented, which is
well,
nice.
It wouldn't be an adventure if there wasn't
prisons and dungeons,
saving thing,
right?
Dungeon.
Yeah, right.
You have to have the highs without the lows.
Yes.
So here you can see those candy people are in prison. Some of the guys that were already kind of trying to get the magic out of, and they weren't really satisfied. That's when they went and got Peppermint Butler and abducted him.
Yep.
Even back in there, you can't really see it that well, but there was the Slime Princess was hanging out in there.
Yeah.
And that poster right there is Abracadaniel getting sacrificed from the show. You can actually see that little tidbit there.
What I'm really liking here is the dialogue. This feels like Adventure Time, and in addition to that, the voices.
I'm glad you brought that up because You know, I'm glad you brought that up simply because there's so much VO in this game. There's 6,000 lines of voiceover in this game, and they're all, you know, acted out by the actual yes, absolutely. Yeah, all of them. So
Tim, I've been working on this segue for the last 5 seconds of my brain. What's your spirit animal?
My spirit animal, I might say a panda of the Kung Fu.
Because mine is definitely a Kung Fu Panda.
Oh my God.
all right.
We playing some of that?
Let's segue over, guys. We have a few
All right.
minutes with you.
Sounds good.
Let's see the next title here. We have Kung Fu Panda. Excuse me.
Panda.
Showdown of the Legacy. I'm going to get this wrong. Showdown of the Legendary
Legends.
Legends.
That's right. So in this game, we're very much a brawler melee game. You know, it should look familiar to some people. We're featuring 20 characters that will be available at launch. A couple more will be unlocked DLC over the course of a few months, and then more will be given later. Then the whole roster will be about 28 characters.
Gotcha.
The amount of levels that will be available are 12 right from the beginning, and you'll end up with 16 total if you get all the DLC. There's a season pass for this as well, so that's obviously a good thing to get if you want to get all the DLC at a lower price.
Tim, I know you're not familiar with brawlers.
I'm not familiar with any game ever like this.
How's this feeling for you so far?
This is feeling good. This is feeling good. It feels like games that I haven't played.
Oh, that's good. Well, there's also, we do feature a tournament mode for single player, and we also have a lot of different modes that you can play, like all you can eat, which is basically a lot of dumplings that come out whenever you hit somebody. And you have to get as many dumplings as you can in the time in order to win. There's another one that's basically you want to control the flag, and that's you know, Kung Fu Hill. Kung Fu Hill is basically, you know, you want to, again, maintain that flag and keep all the points to yourself. As you can see, these are all, oh, this is Noodle Shop, by the way. Noodle Shop from the movie.
Yes, this is where, yeah.
I do want to say that about both games, they're on 7 SKUs each. So every one of these games that you're seeing from us is from on the 3DS, the PS3, the PS4, 360.
Is it on the Vita?
No, sir, it is not. Unfortunately.
Sorry, Colin.
That's fine. Sorry, Colin.
Xbox One, Steam, and I think Wii U. I didn't mention Wii U. So
Wii U. There we go.
Before I forget, when are both of these titles coming out?
Okay, the first one is Adventure Time. That would be, I think, October 27th.
Okay.
And then this one is, I think, November 17th.
Gotcha.
All right, but definitely, if you want, you know, pre-order for sure if you're an Adventure Time fan, because you want to get the Marceline episode for free.
Yeah.
That's something I want to leave gamers with. And then with this one, I think the best deal is to get the DLC as a season pass.
Now, Tim, I'm not a huge connoisseur of fighting, but I don't think you're doing well.
I'm doing okay, actually.
Okay?
I'm killing
wait a minute, who's Poe? Get the awesome move. Go skadoosh this guy over here. Hit circle, hit circle.
Oh, you're getting skadooshed, homie.
There you go.
That's what
major damage.
Thank you.
Was it fun developing a game around this property? Because the Kung Fu Panda world is so fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the big things with working with DreamWorks is, you know, we always try to aspire to get everything visually correct because it's something they really want to have translated into games. But at the same time, you know, they want the comedy and the humor to kind of, you know, permeate, right? And if it doesn't do that, then you're not really doing it justice. I mean, we all know that the Jack Black, you know, character is obviously very funny, and the show's funny, and the movies always have that sense of humor, obviously with a little bit of seriousness. But I mean, this game, this license was meant to be a fighting game. It just never was.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's surprising. It kind of lends itself perfectly to it.
Yeah, I mean, and not to mention all the characters that we are featuring in the roster are from all 3 movies. This is not a Kung Fu Panda 3 movie game. This is a Kung Fu license game.
Awesome. Okay.
Even the TV show. Okay, so there's Su Wu is from the show, and you know, basically she's in there as well. You know, we definitely wanted to include as many as we could from the characters, and there's a lot of diversity.
We didn't get a look at the roster just yet, but I think I saw was it the villain from the first movies?
Yes, yeah. Tai Lung is, well, he's actually in the game right now. Well, he's dead, but he was in the game. Even Shen from movie 2, which was the villain, is in there, and you know, even his levels are in there. So you have like Shen's ship, which actually sinks as the cannons are coming from the background and sinking the ship, and you have to keep higher ground as you're playing that level. And his fortress is in here as well. So. But as we get past the launch date and we head towards the film, and the film's releases in January, end of January the 29th, there will be more Kung Fu Panda 3 content coming as it's revealed.
Gotcha.
So we actually,
I knew it would come down to us.
We actually feature you know, one character right off launch, which is Mei Mei. She's the new female character in the new movie.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I fought a valiant fight.
I practiced a little.
No, just a little bit.
He's played it once before.
Yeah, since Saturday, right?
Thursday.
Yeah.
I was traveling on Saturday.
Well, awesome, gentlemen. We've got just a few more seconds left.
Sure.
For you. Any closing thoughts? Anything you kind of want to tell us about either Adventure Time or Kung Fu Panda?
You know, I think that, like I already said, I think Adventure Time is really an ode to the fans. I think they're going to get the most out of it because it really is like living in an episode. I mean, it's 10 hours of an episode that you're going to enjoy, and if you get that extra time with Marceline, you get almost 12 or more hours of all those shows packed into one. I think that's really the thing to come off with, and you know, Kung Fu Panda is for everybody. I think that's going to be a wide open thing.
Now, Tim, you didn't give me a chance to play as my spirit animal. Did it come through for you? Or
Oh, it did. That was fun.
Panda charged?
I was a little, I was a little lost in the beginning, but then I started getting it, and I felt I understood, and I'm like, all right. Cool.
And you got your awesome move off. You got to do the skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
Yeah.
How many times have you heard me say skadoosh?
Many times.
Well, with that, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thanks for having us.
Looking forward to both titles. And you out there, stick around. We've got Mega Man coming up, Mighty No. 9, Hitman, a whole